ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं हरि ओम। So in the last class we studied two values of Sadhana Panchakam. What is Vedaha Nityam Adhiyatam? First one, study Vedas regularly, daily. Taduditam karmasvanushtiyata. And whatever has been said in the Veda, live those values in day-to-day life. Implement them precisely. Practice them precisely. These are the two instructions Bhagavan Shankaracharya gave. So performing the duties prescribed by them, ordained by them, the Vedas, diligently is the second value. So, Vedo Nityamadhiyatam Taduditam Karmasvanushthiyatam Tene Shasya Vidhiyatam Apachite Kamye Matishchajyatam Papauha Paridhuyatam Bhavasuke Doshonusandhiyatam Atme Chavyavasiyatam Nijagruhat Turnam Vinirgamyatam. Now, third value is, so we saw two values, Veda Nityamadhiyatam Taduditam Karmasvanushthiyatam. Third value is Tene Shasya Vidhiyatam Apachitihi. Now, all Tena Ishasya Vidhiyatam Apachiti. Ishasya Apachiti means worship. Tena means what? By those karmas, what we are practicing, what we have heard, studied in Vedas, second values, we started practicing them. Now, whatever we are practicing in life, all those karmas are ordained by the scriptures. So, dedicate all these karmas as your worship of the Lord. Tena Ishasya Vidhiyatam Apachitah Vidhiyatam. So, whatever we are practicing in life, that is, what we are practicing is what has been said in the scriptures. So, dedicating all those things as a worship of the Lord. So, dedication is worship here. So, our worship is what? Not again separately, we are not worshipping the Lord. That's a different practice. But every day, whatever karmas I am performing, everything, yajjat karma karomi tattadakilam shambho tavaradhanam. That's the meaning. Yajjat karma karomi tattadakilam shambho tavaradhanam. So whatever I do, hey Prabhu, all these things are dedicated to you. All these things are a form of worship unto you. What all I practice. This is the thing. Now, why dedication? What do you mean by dedication? Samarpana buddhi. Samarpana. You know, this is every teacher, everywhere, all over the world, all over the down. But basically, what they say, give up your ego, surrender unto Lord, surrender unto Lord. Bhakti also says, surrender unto Lord. Jnani also says, surrender unto Lord. Think. So, to live without ego and egocentric desires, what should we do? We must dedicate all our actions, what we are performing, implementing, what we have studied in the Vedas and understood. All those activities must and should become my worship to the Lord. That is a fundamental thing. So it's everything is my worship unto the Lord. This is a beautiful attitude. I mean, this, if you understand this thought, if it percolates and then spreads and occupies the whole mind and intellect or antakarana, it becomes so beautiful and whole life becomes service only. And there should not be any ego and egocentric desires. This is possible. How to drop my ego and egocentric desires? Only one condition. What? I work for someone. I have no agenda of my own. I am working for someone as instructed by someone, by my guru or scriptures. Tasmat shastram pramanam te karya usthito. So as instructed by the Vedas or guru or scriptures, whatever you call, I am doing them. And I am dedicating all those activities unto the Lord. So I don't claim any ownership. So therefore, third value is what? Everything you give up, surrender unto the Lord. Our desires and selfish desires and everything surrender unto Lord. Now, here we should understand, if I don't surrender, what do you mean by surrender? Surrender. Great Mahatma used to be there. He always would say that, surrender can happen only once. Because once you surrendered, you will not exist for another surrender to offer that surrender second time. So he would scold. If somebody says, again and again I surrender unto you. Then when the master he would say, oh, that means first surrender was not complete. First surrender was not full, not genuine. Think. So he says, if the surrender happens really, then there cannot be any I exist. That is called surrender. If still I am existing to offer second surrender, that means first surrender is not surrendered. It is only statement I made. Oh, I am surrendering. But actually it is not surrender. Think. So now friends, let us understand that first of all, we analyze actually Bhagavan Krishna speaks in Bhagavad Gita that it is our illusion that we are working, but all actions are done by Prakriti. We only claim it. As Swami Chidrupananda would give an example. Because our ego itself is a myth, no? First of all, okay, I surrender. First of all, I think that, I am actually working. So I am having ego that I am, that sense of doership is there. So sense of doership, I wanted to dedicate to Lord. So at one stage, what I worked, the doership is there in me. The doership I want to dedicate to Lord. Surrender it to Lord. The fundamental question is, that action which was done, was it done by me or something else? How that action came into manifestation? Like, when we inquire that what is this ego, which is claiming that I have done something, if you inquire into the nature of the ego itself disappears. But I feel that ego is there, so but to surrender it. So Bhagavan Krishna speaks in Bhagavad Gita, Prakruteh kriyamānāni gunaihi karmāni sarvashah ahankara vimudhatma karta aham iti manyate. Arjuna, all this according to vasanas. According to vasana design, samskaras, vasanas. So, buddhi karma anusarini. Karma is vasana here. So, all the desires in the intellect rose depending upon my vasanas. And all those desires are converted into agitations in the mind. And the mind goes out through sense organs and does that work. Right? So, who is doing it? Bhagavan Krishna, Prakriti is doing it. Karta aham iti manyate ahankara vimudhatma. As Gurudev would say, that one who had got a doctorate in stupidity, he would claim that I am the doer, but actually the entire process is happening because of the vasanas or Prakriti. So Prakriti is doing it. And there's no supply of the blessings of Prakriti, nobody can act it. So Prakriti is acting through our vasanas. And vasana itself is Prakriti, Maya, Avidya. So when I know that actually is the doer is really existing, if we inquire, that ego itself is a myth. Therefore, surrender it. It's not true. It is not true. Think. It's not true. Then Bhagavan Krishna says, Shankaracharya says, Tena Ishasya Vidhiyatam Apatitihi. Very beautiful thing. So all those actions are surrendered unto Lord as worship to the Lord. There is no separate worship. My Nitya Karma itself is Bhagavad Anushtana. So selfishness is given up. So ego and egocentric desires, I and I want, are given up. Swami Chidrupananda always would say, people say, I want peace, I want peace, I want peace. And Gurudev would say, if you remove I and want, what remains is peace only. Ego is I, want is egocentric desire. When these two are removed, what remains is peace. So a Vedantic student, he practices what has been said in Upanishads. And whatever he practices in life, that itself becomes his worship to the Lord. Tene ishasya vidhiyatam pachite. Right. And fourth important value is what? Kamye matischyajatam. Kamye matischyajatam. Renounce all desires in the mind. Right. And so many desires are generated. The desires are they have their own knack. The mind has its own knack, in creating more desires. We have to actually study what the desire is. The scriptures have analyzed it. On this itself, we can go on speaking. What is desire first? A desire is an expression of discontentment. Presently, I am not full. I am incomplete. So, desire is an expression of incompleteness. So, I plus X, a desire. When fulfilled, I become happy or I become full. I plus something makes me full. So that something I have to add. Right now I am missing it. Then I'll be happy. So spiritually speaking, where if desire is born, avidya, kama, karma. So desires are born from avidya. Why? Why desire actually, what is the purpose of desire? To make me full, to make me happy. To make myself happy, I desire. Okay. And where will I search? Depending upon my vasanas. A drunkard will search in bar and restaurant. A spiritual seeker will search for happiness in some temple or satsang. We are searching for happiness only all the time. Everyone. Agenda is common. Someone feels if I cheat and make money, I'll be happy. It's all thoughts. But I'm actually constantly searching how to make myself happy. Oh, I don't like. So kill him. Then I'll be happy. So this is actually incompleteness. State of incompleteness. Depending upon vasanas, I generate desires. Vasanas, buddhi. Vasana, according to vasanas only, desires are born in the buddhi. According to that, again, mind agitates. Mind, buddhi or mind, antakarna you can take. Then my antaka gets agitated. Then through indriyas it goes out and then search for objects, etc. So incompleteness. Now, are we really incomplete? Then only the Upanishads will help us how to renounce desires. Upanishad says, you are already full. You are already Ananda Swarupa. So desire actually is an ignorance, born out of ignorance. What avidya is? Avidya is not knowing I am already Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa, not knowing that I am already full. I don't know. Therefore, I am searching for happiness in different things in the world outside. Okay. And desires have no end. What is the desire? Desire is a disturbance in the mind, agitations in the mind. So when mind is agitated, I am uncomfortable. So how to make mind happy? I only know one method. What? Fulfill the desire and make the mind happy. So mind is agitated because of desire 1. I brought that object 1. Mind is happy. Again mind agitated because desire 2. I brought object 2. Mind become happy. Oh, desire 3. Again happy. Desire 4 happy. Then again desire 5. Then bring the object, make the mind happy. Whole life we are doing that only. That what? Mind agitates, fulfill the desire and make mind happy. Again agitates, fulfill it, happy. This is a constantly going on, moment to moment. And there is no end. So Upanishadic study will make us understand that these desires actually are an aberrations because of vasanas. They are not real because they are born out of avidya. Real means they are not born out of avidya. They will not give us fulfillment. They will not give us real bliss. It's only a धोखाबाजी in Hindi में कहते हैं. Only cheating us. So no desire can make me fully happy. So when Upanishads gives this wonderful understanding, with the background of this knowledge, I can renounce the desire. But this background is necessary. If this background is not there, I cannot give up the desire. Even then, even if knowledge is available, if vasanas are so strong, I cannot control desires. One thing we all observe, that we give sermons to many people. And some people give us sermon because of our habits, bad habits. But we give sermon. Oh, you should not drink more. You should not smoke more. Smoking is injurious to health. Whatever you speak about smoking, its side effects are drinking, side effects and diseases and expenditure and all those problems, families will get ruined. That man listens and he says, I know all these things. So there's no lack of knowledge, but vasanas are so powerful there. So this basic knowledge, yes, but how to give up that? What is the truth behind it? Why am I running after it? When Upanishadic Chintan starts, intensity of desire slowly reduces over a period of time. And one can get liberated from the desire. So, kamye matischyajatam, renounce the desires in the mind. This is one meaning, one understanding from one angle. Second thing is, when we are practicing in our life, taduditam karma swanushthiyatam, and we are converting all our activities as worship of Lord, right? And because there is some amount of purity and certain things we get, naturally, remember friends, see, at every result, at whatever result we get out of our karma, while experiencing that karma phalam, next to it, I sow a seed of another desire. Next to it, the desire will come. Whatever you observe, there it doesn't end. We purchased a house, but immediately another desire is formed. Whatever desire is, it should be properly maintained, or it should be this, it should extra fitting should be done, this should be done, that should be done, or I think eventually I should move to a greater room, bigger hall, bigger house. So whatever I don't have right now, I immediately sow another desire next to it. And whatever I got karma phalam, to improvise it, another desire is planted. Think about it. That means what in our life, we're constantly planting new desires. And most of us are not even conscious of it. And perhaps we don't take seriously of our desires. We wish and keep quiet, but God records everything. Narayana records. And He will see to it that everything is provided to us eventually whenever we are fit enough. That's the best prayer, May all your dharmic desires be fulfilled at an appropriate time. May all your dharmic desires be fulfilled at an appropriate time. So, dharmic desire and appropriate time. Who will decide time? Ishvara will decide. Karma phala data. So, I must live with such an awareness that when I'm going through the karma phala bhoga, some fruits are coming to me in my life. I'm experiencing them. I must become conscious not to plant another desire related to that. Oh, it should have, had it been like this, it would have been more better. Like you ate some kind of vegetable. Oh, you must have added this also. It would have been tasted more better, nicely. Another desire. So in every karma phalam, when we are getting anubhava, enjoying it, we create another desire. So fundamentally, so we should be aware and drop them then and there. Don't give your sanction to it. Mind may propose. Indriyas may propose, but we should not give our sanction to it. Ego may propose. So for which I should become extremely conscious. And another thing, why should I renounce the desires in life? Because so far I got so many desires in my mind, I tried. Am I fully happy, contented? Answer is no. So why should I create more and more desires and lose my peace of mind? Because when I find that when desire satisfied, mind becomes peaceful, and the peaceful mind gives me joy, the best would be what? To make the mind free of all desires so that it can be permanently be happy. And no desire when fulfilled, it is not giving me total joy, not making me completely happy. Therefore, this is to be given up. So this understanding, entire about desire, many more things are there. So when a complete understanding takes place about a desire, I would call physiology of desire, anatomy of desire. And how when desires are not there, mind is peaceful, and how peaceful mind is happiness. So mind wants to get back to its original state. Desire is a bulge created. So mind is unhappy, unnatural state. Desire is unnatural state. To remove that unnatural state or bulge, I must fulfill the desire. Only way I know, fulfill it. The bulge goes down. Then mind becomes happy. Natural state. Natural state is what? No desire. And then when all desires are removed from the mind, it is no more mind. That's why if you understand, if you pluck out all thoughts from the mind, there is no mind. Mind is assembly. What remains is pure consciousness alone. Like there is nothing called car, car. Is there anything called car? No. Car is an assembly of many, many parts. Hundreds of nuts and bolts and parts, etc. Every part has its own name. So in the car, which portion is car? Now nothing can be called as a car in the car. Window is not a car. Steering is not a car. Nothing is car. A car is an assembly. Similarly, when all thoughts are removed, there is nothing called mind. The only consciousness is there. That's why Bhagavan Ramaharshi says, Manasantu kim margane krute, naiva manasam marga arjava. When you inquire what is the nature of the mind, there is nothing called mind, it's only Brahman alone. The desires are to be removed. So therefore, when we understand this entire thing, automatically we arrive at a conclusion that no more desires. Dharmic desires are to be entertained for Sharira Yatra or Loka Sangrame Vapika Sampashyan Kartumarhasi. For the welfare of the world, you can have a desire to bless everybody, to help everyone. But no selfish desires at all. There is no ego. Everything is Loka Kalyanartham, not mine. So that is the fourth value. So we have saw 4 values so far. Vedo nityam adhiyatam, taduditam karma swanushtiyatam, tene shashya vidiyatam upachitihi, kamye matischarjatam. These 4 values we saw, and next class we will see subsequent values. We will continue, proceed further. Thank you. Hari Om. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you all. Hari Om.